What's up? What's up? How are y'all doing? Let me check everything is working good. If y'all can hear me. Oh wow, that was a clean move. CL. By the way, yesterday I took that break even. I closed it somewhere in here. And then ended up dumping, taking out that low, and then going for the target. So that was a break even trade yesterday. Let me see if I can do it. Find an execution. Wait. Give me 1 sec. Let me try to figure that out. Starting soon. Okay. We got a trade evade. Go to trade evade. Can I see the execution? Alright, now I can raise the volume a little bit. Okay. Executions. Oh, I can't. Because it's been past 24 hours. Alright, anyways. Oh, whoa. Sorry. I was still on starting soon. Y'all can hear me, right? If y'all can hear me, like say something in the chat. That way I can know everything's working good. Alright, I came a little bit late to the chart today. That's not good. Alright, so we're gonna go to daily, same as we do. Alright. We have just traded above previous daily high. And probably gonna trade above Friday's high, which is the first day of the month. So now what we did, we just formed that monthly low, and then we're expanding higher. So open low, forming the low of the month, and then probably expanding higher. If that's the case, then we'll see. Again, we just traded above previous daily high. Ideally, if we want to continue here, what do we want to see? We want to see a failure to manipulate previous daily high, and then continue to Friday's high. Here, what do we got? This SMT is irrelevant. Why? Because look at that SMT. It was here, and then it broke here. So again, it's not really a valid SMT. YM has traded like up to the highs, which is really clean. C2, C3. Now, ideally what I want to see, new phase of price, hopefully some sort of range, take out a level, then continue higher to take out the high, the external. Okay, so that's really it for the daily. Going on a 4 hour. This looks really beautiful. Yeah, that looks really clean. Let me just... Something that I usually do, guys, is when we have that sweep to a level and I'm targeting that. So instead of going for this high, I'm going to go for that high. So instead of going for this level, I'm just going to go for that lower level. Okay, so what do we got? Do we have any SMTs, anything like that? YM, by the way, looks the cleanest. By the way, I prefer YM more. Why? Because it's closer to draw. I don't know. Overall, we kind of see I see it now. But yeah, maybe I will try to catch a trade on YM. We got the draw right there, so we got the draw on NQ, the draw on YM, which is good. So let me just try to get that working right there. What do we had? We sweep to level. We don't have any SMTs here. We don't have any SMTs. Yeah. We don't have the SMT. We've just traded below a level. So let me just kind of get the black. Okay, and now this C3 confirmed the CISD. Okay, so we have just confirmed this opposing candle right there. So what I want to see, ideally 10 a.m. to continue higher, but this move looks really clean. I don't know what happened right there. Literally I just hopped on in a chart, so I was just gonna go ahead and see what happened right there. Okay, so again, should have above these highs. Let me check. What's this? What's going on my phone? Got a lot of notifications. Okay. Just gonna do do not disturb for 1 hour. Okay, we're back. Really, what we got? So we got this gap. Do you think price is gonna reverse from here? Not really. But again, who knows? We might. If YM trades up into that high or NQ trades in a draw, then that might be kind of the catalyst for ES to kind of retrace a little bit. Let me see the question. How can we confirm a candle is PSP? Is it to have the middle candle of the swing? No, a PSP is when in one asset closes bearish, one asset closes bullish. or vice versa. I can go back to your question in a bit because now we're a bit late, so we can just run over all the try it, and then I can get back to your question. I'll try to give you a good answer. Okay. Anyways, so now what am I expecting? Like ideally, I just want to see a continuation higher. We formed the low of day off of a key level, which is a short-term low. We're aligned now not only with the daily but also the monthly, even though I don't use such name. By the way, I don't use such name. You kind of can confirm like this inversion. So if the inversion, we got the inversion, then a level got swept. Now the expansion, so I know be off of like an inversion. So maybe we can trade higher. This is a really clean. Again, what do I want to see on YM? Ideally, I want to see like a failure to manipulate on YM, a new level to be formed, and then trade it upside. Going on an hourly. So what do we have? This really looks clean. Oh my god, this move is really clean. Let me check. Yeah, this move is really clean. We got a second stage right there. We got a first stage right there. Probably we have a lower stage. We have a on stage. Anyway, so what do we have? We have a CISD with a net candle. So now the protected level is this level. Let me guys give me 1 sec. Let me try to mute something because I keep hearing the notification, so it bothers me. Okay, we are back. All right, so what I want to see, ideally what I want to see is either a two-stage continuation to the upside, probably on M15, form some sort of a two-stage to continue higher, or what do? We got a gap, probably closure, some sort of SMT fail, or a new swing formation aligned with that 10 a.m. and then take it to the upside. That's really all what I'm going to be looking for. I'm not really going to chase that move because look how price expanded and we just traded above a high. So now we're going to anticipate a new phase of price. So I'm not really going to risk it right there and just go directly and trade it. Looking on the M30. Yeah, that's really beautiful. That's your really clean move. That's an A+ move, guys. If you guys trade 930, this is your move. It should be done by here. What do we got? BSB, which is the first stage. You can either trade this candle, I guess. You can also trade, let me check. You can trade the 9 a.m. candle. You can trade this candle and you can trade this candle. Why? But this candle doesn't support relay expansion. This one closes to PSP. So you can trade the C3, anticipating this to be a C3. Even if you did not, this one closes to PSP and it formed a second stage with YM. So you can trade this open low. Where is it? Here, but again, it did not really give. Okay, it was huge. Maybe on M1. Maybe if you trade the M1, you can get a trade right there. Let me see. M5. What is this? It's not loading up. Okay, we go to oil well NQ loads up. Oh, beautiful. Let me check. I want to trade oil. So this is the draw for yesterday. Ended up happening. It ended up tapping. It's there. What do we got? SMT. This one closing as a C2. So not only that, we got like a first stage and then the second stage. That's the first stage SMT. Oh, did I get disconnected? Okay, we got the first stage, then the second stage. So that's the second stage. Let me check, boys. This looks really clean, by the way. I might trade this candle. Let me see. If I get an open high, low on CL, I'm gonna take it, by the way. Just letting you guys know. I think I don't have enough time to keep explaining each one, so I'm just gonna go look through them directly, and then I'll try to explain later on. I think that's what's gonna be doing, guys. So let me just go to RB real quickly. I think I like RB. Yeah, I like RB. What do we got? Oh my god, this was also tradable. This move was tradable. Damn. I think I'm gonna start coming to trade at 9 a.m. That was really clean, dog. Damn. Yeah. PSP, the second stage, so you can trade the candle that is open, or if you want, you can trade this C2 after CISD, trade it up, close below, and then you just catch the move lower, or you can trade this one, which is safer. It looks a bit safer due to the fact that's also opened high. Kind of the wick is a bit huge, so you can just take that one, take the retest, stops above, or you can also take this one, but it's more risky. I would prefer to take that one and then to kind of clear out just this range. I would be out by here. Anyways. What I really want to see now, like for now, the protected level looks as it's this one, because this one like really tradable low, confirmed the CISD, but the daily is flipping bearish, and overall this is just internal structure. We kind of got the CISD, so ideally again same. If we say shallow retracement back into the gap, I will seek further continuations lower. Again, this is what I'll look for. Looking on a 4-hour, previous candle closes a C2, right? What do we got? What I tell you guys, when we have a sweep, I don't go for that level, I go for the level that got swept. For this 10 a.m., does it support expansion lower? Yes, look at the wick. It supports expansion lower. Do we have something to confirm it's high? Not really. That's the only thing that we don't have, is we don't have a level to trade away from to confirm the high of the 10 a.m. 4-hour candle. So for now, what we can do is just wait. In that case, why would you trade that one? Because this is the high of the 6 a.m. candle, and now we're trying to trade away from the high. Okay? Silver. Let me see. Okay. So for your question, how can we confirm a candle is PSP? Is it to have to be the middle candle of this? Not really. It doesn't have to be the middle candle or anything. This can be a PSP. This is the middle candle of the swing. This is number 2. This one is number 3. This one is number 4. It is a PSP. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter which candle it is. But ideally, you want to trade away from a C2 or a C3. That way you can get the expansion. If you trade the C2, so now you get the C2, C3, and C4 for expansion. If you trade the C3, you get the 2, C3 and C4. Ideally, you want to get in as early as possible. That way you can get the whole move. Not the whole move, but like you get the expansion. So we just traded into the draw. It's a bit unfortunate. So what are we doing right now? So we traded above the previous hourly candle, and then we're trading back into the range to rebalance this range. This is also a profile that I trade. Again, looking at that one, we only have this gap. If this candle manages to close somewhere in there, we only have this gap. Would that be a problem for me? Not really. Because if it ended up closing this way, whatever C2 forms, and it forms some sort of gap, that gap doesn't hold. This is something I mentioned yesterday, but I'm going to go ahead and show you guys. When a C2 to the opposite direction forms a swing, most likely that gap wouldn't hold. So look at that. C2 formation. That was candle number 3 for a gap. Then that gap just got disrespected. Okay? So this is that same logic that I'm going to go with today. If this one closes C2, then I can confirm I'm trading away from the high of day. Again, what do I want to see? I want to see some sort of cracks and correlation. If not, I will seek failure to manipulate with that level and then to trade continuation to the upside. That's all what I'm going to be seeking right now. So what do we got? A C3 right now. Let me see what's going on the lower time frame. Let's see what's going on with M3. Okay, that looks interesting, to be honest. Do we have any SMTs? Not really. So what I'm going to be seeking, probably the sweep of this level or the sweep of this level, and I will be interested to trade it. So now what do we got? This is a C3. Now we're expecting a C4, but now we have just traded above a swing high. What do I require? I require some sort of manipulation, either on the lower time frame or a new M15 or M30 or an hourly swing to then trade away from that, to then confirm that we have a new swing and I can trade away from it. Or if I want to just focus on the lower time frame, ideally I just want the lower time frame manipulation and then I will trade away from it. So yeah, oil is just melting. That's really unfortunate. Yeah, that was, oh my god, that was a beautiful trade, man. Yeah, that was such a juicy trade. play some music and play some background music. Spotify. Bring my Spotify right there. So kind of to sum it up, let's go to 4 hour really quickly. What do we have? Again, another key level that we can reverse off of is the 4 hour candle's high, and that's something that really happened yesterday, but it was too late. And also the wick was huge, which is here. We had a really clean setup there, and then I closed the stream, and then I had some other things to do. This one, and then we traded below the low. Or you can trade back into the 50% of range, which is somewhere in here, whatever you want to do with. For me, I would have probably just went to the M15 and tried to look for a level right there to kind of take. Probably just AQ, first level within the AQ. It's probably this low. I'll probably go with this low, because that's the first low within the leg to kind of rebalance the range. So what we said, 4 hour, close C3, what are we anticipating? We still got the draw open. So either, if I see an hourly swing close right there with a 2-stage crack, I gotta really focus on it, guys. What do we got here? First stage cracking correlation, which is the PSP. But before the PSP, what do we got? Look at that. This is that same candle. This is, you know, I'm just gonna replay price. Show you guys. I want you guys to take something away from it here so that we can learn something. Okay, what time is it? 10 a.m. Does this support like an expansion candle lower? No. Why? Look at the wick. It's small and the body is to the upside. So maybe we're gonna go back to the upside. Or what you can also do, if the candle doesn't support expansion, you can trade back into the open of the candle. That's something also you can do. Okay. So look at that. What do we got? Next candle. Trade it higher. Trade it higher. Trade it higher. But what do we have? We got the PSP as the first stage. Okay, so now we got the first stage. Let me see if we have any other second. If we have the second stage. What YM did? It traded higher, and Q did not take out the high. So the first stage is the PSP. Now the second stage is the SMT. So now the move lower is confirmed. You can go to M3. When did the SMT get confirmed? Now this is the question to be asked. Where is the high at that candle? So this is the 11 a.m. candle, right? Where is the high at 11 a.m.? So you know what? We're just gonna go ahead and open a new candle right there. So this is the current high at the candle, right? So now what you can do, either go directly with a gap and take it, because we got the new invalidation level, stops at the bodies, and then trade back into the open. But again, this was too late for me. This was like 12. And literally here we closed the stream like 3 minutes before the hour, like 5 minutes before it. So we could just close the stream somewhere in here. Again, would I take this one? It's valid. But look at the closure. Failure, not the most convincing, not the most convincing. And this is really happened yesterday on GC, guys. Yesterday I avoided the trade just for the fact that the failure wasn't really strong for me. So again, I would really avoid that one. What do we got? A sweep of a very high. Now this is a really clean closure. And again, the sweep was like so tiny, so most likely it could have been taken out. Now this is the new invalidation level away from a gap. And not only that, we have another SMT. So now it went from weaker to stronger. Okay, but again, it just doesn't matter in that case. Now what you can do, get that expansion lower. So you either can trade back into daily open, or the current low of the candle, which wasn't before, was here. Or you can trade into this low. You can trade back into that level. I guess price did get there, if I'm not mistaken. I think price did trade right there. You know, GxT is doing its thing. Still not giving me what I want. Yeah, if we get that closure now, I'm gonna get it. I'm gonna get in. Oh wow, price range like really badly. Anyways, you can just go to M15 as I said, and take out trade to the low, which is the low. It was already the low. I thought that might be the low. So yeah, that's like your 3R. So what's up? What's up, Manastas? What's up, what's up, what's up, everybody? So let's just continue right now. Manastas, how are you doing? Are you guys doing? Are you good? Are you guys good? You guys having a great day? Marcos TZB. What's up, man? What's up, brother? Alright, oh my god, bro. Damn. Such a beautiful day. Such a beautiful day. Like to get that move and also to get HO. But hopefully we can get gold. Hopefully. So yeah, easy. This is like an easy signature for me, which is the failure to manipulate after taking out a high or a low. When we take out a irrelevant high and we fail to manipulate, then I can anticipate that the next level is gonna be traded to. And what do I need? Is some sort of lower time frame manipulation, which we got in that case. I would use that as enough. The opposing candle looks really clean, so I can just go ahead and prepare it right there. Is it giving me 2R? Not really. So I will have to kind of squeeze 2R out of it. Probably. Or you know what? Let me check. What am I targeting? I can squeeze that a little bit. I can squeeze the GP a little bit. Just go a little bit higher right there. TP right there. You know what? Might squeeze the entry a little bit. Okay. Now I can just wait. If we get that closure, good. If not, then what do I wait for? We got a new gap formed. If this is going to be the reversal, then price is going to dump. If not, we're going to respect that gap and then continue higher. Let me just take off the entry right now. Let me see what M5 is looking like. Yeah, the M5 is also looking really clean. Not gonna lie. Okay, so first, like I want to be deep because that it was right here. If we trade it deeper, let me know. Okay. All right. Wow, look at that. I knew YM is gonna be so clean. How would you trade continuation of anchor right now? If we get a two-stage PSP on the M15, I will take it. Either we close as a PSP and it's confirmed by the SMT, then I can trade the C2. Or if I have the SMT first, then the PSP, then I will just trade the C3. I will wait for the M15 because if I wait for like an M30 swing, I will not get that trade. So we got a gap. Hopefully we'll get some sort of SMT fail. Like an SMT fail here with some sort of PSP. So that will be like a two-stage cracking correlation. But look how far the lows are. The low is a little bit far, the low is a little bit far, and the low is like really far on. So hopefully NQ can manage to kind of take out a low and we'll have that two-stage and I can trade away from the gap. That's the only way I can do it. Or if price wants to retrace and give me an M30 swing, that would be even better. But for now, we just need a new second stage because we have just traded above a new really strong key level. Not a strong key level, but again, this is an open draw. So what do we need? A new phase of price, either the retracement, consolidation, but ideally I want that retracement phase to then give me that new swing for another expansion. But will we get that? That's the question. Let me see the M3. What's going on in M3? Yeah, we're not getting any retracements. Like this closure is clean, but look how close it is to the draw. It's so high up in the leg. And this order block wasn't formed off of anything. Neither gap. We don't have any SMT fail. We don't have any opposing candles to kind of confirm it. So it was just formed right there for a reason. Like this was the move. This was the move. This was the move of the day. Literally. Key level, first stage, second stage. Away from high of day, away from the 6 a.m. high. Back into the draw. Perfect. Even if you don't want to go there, you can just take AQ, take out of that level, which is that gap. That's gonna be like enough 2R for you. For you and for me. For me too. Let me see. Is daily buy something you always look for whenever you set a trade every morning? Like if daily is not clear for bias, can we judge the 4-hour candle and base? Yeah, exactly. I don't go with the daily. I just now for the sake of the live streams I go daily every day and stuff. I don't look at the daily that often. It's just an extra confluence. It's just like a buffer, just to see like, do we have a key level that is so clear on the daily? Do we have any previous daily highs or like some sort of daily highs that are nearby that I can target? And how is the daily candle forming? And you can skip that by just being on hourly, and you will see how the daily is forming. So I don't have to go to the daily directly. Like I got the candle here. But sometimes, like if you go to the daily, you'll see some really clean days, like on YM. Where was it? Yeah, there's like a C2 away from a key level. So now you're expecting Monday to be an expansion candle to the upside. It might be clear if you go to the daily, more than trying to judge the 4 hour. Because like for yesterday, the 6 a.m. was crazy, bro. Anyways, so yeah, you can, if you don't see clear on the daily, go to the 4 hour. But if also the 4 hour is not clear, then yeah, it's not something worth trading, by the way. Again, I'm looking for the same thing on gold. I'm looking for the same thing, exactly the same as here. Okay, GC is just dumping. Okay, all right, let me see what we got. Hopefully we can manage to probably have an SMT fill with this gap. We missed the draw. We missed the draw also here. We're forming a gap. Interesting. I'm just gonna seek SMT fills, like on all assets, because look at that, we've missed the draw. And this is like, I don't trust these SMTs, by the way. I don't trust these SMTs. Like, it's so close. Hopefully this one closes at PSB, and then we can trade the next candle up into that low. So yeah, let me get my notebook and try to note out all the, because there are a lot of pairs that I trade, so gotta note out which ones are sitting up, which ones I'm just gonna neglect. What do you use the notebook to note what? Just which assets I want to keep my eyes on. Yeah, I try to dump all the info that I have on my brain. That way it's easier for me to kind of keep staying focused. Okay, done. Like, the beauty of trading is you can cheat. You can, for example, you have a trading plan. Instead of remembering your trading plan, you can just go ahead and open your book and say, okay, first stage we have this, we have this, we have that, we have okay, now I can check the trade. You don't have to do everything from your mind. Again, this is not what I do, but if you guys, that's something you struggle with, you can do it. But like for me, just with the fact that I traded like 3 assets here, 3 assets here, 2, so I trade like 8. So I gotta be really cautious because I don't want to miss a trade. I would rather take an L than missing a valid trade if I'm on a chart, because that's my job. I'm supposed to be in a trade, so why did I miss it? So that's why I keep my. What is the lowest time frame use PSP on M15? To confirm E2 stage, which is the M15. Anything above the M15 is good. You can use it an extra layer of confluence on lower time frame, like maybe on M3 or M5, but it's not really important. It wouldn't really help. Because by the time you're on M3 or M5, you already got the bias for the day, you already got the swing, you already got everything. You should not be on M3. Like if you want to use a PSP to confirm something on M3 to take a trade, then you've probably done all the work on a higher time frame, so it wouldn't really do like something. Maybe it will give an extra layer of confidence, but it wouldn't really change a lot. So yeah, for now, most likely we're not getting that PSP. We getting that PSP, okay. All right, beautiful, 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 beautiful. Come on, let's see. What do we got? Trade higher, trade lower, trade below the low, trade above the lows. Let me see the other ones. Okay, we got this SMT fail. That's good. That's good. So we have the SMT fail with a possible PSP. Okay. So just wait for the when you have the SMT first, you have to wait for the PSP to close. When you have the PSP first, then you can trade the C2. You can trade the manipulation at a high back into the lows, just like that case. Just like this case, trade below the low, expanded. Here in that case, since it closed after, then probably you want to seek some sort of SMT here. But yeah, let's wait for the closure. We still got 5 minutes to close. So now, all what we can do is like wait for candle closures. Let me see at M3. Hopefully we can trade a little bit deeper. Hopefully we can take out this level. That way this would be my CSD. If I want to wait for that CSD, the stop is going to be a bit huge. Anyways, let's just wait and see. I'm going to set another alert right there. We have to wait for the PSP to form and close, and then we can use it as a PSP. Yes. PSP is only confirmed when we have a closure. It is not confirmed while the candle is open. This was a PSP at some point, because it was trading lower, and this one's trading higher, and it was showing a PSP. This, by the way, these white candles, guys, are PSPs, okay? So it was at some point a PSP. This one not. This one because it's a chart, so I can just change the color. This one is the colors, white and black. So you only confirm the PSP once it's closed. As long as the candle is open, you cannot really tell if it's gonna close as PSP or not. That's why when we have the PSP, when we have the SMT, we cannot trade the PSP candle. For example, you have the SMT first. Now another candle open. This for the time being it might be a PSP, but once the candle closed, now all the assets on the triad close the same. So now it's not a PSP. So that's why we need to wait for the closure. Give me that 2-stage, please. Or for me, new swing with that 2-stage. I don't actually need the 2-stage in that case, by the way. Why? Because I'm aligned with the previous 4-hour candle, and I'm aligned with the draw, so I can be more aggressive. And just a one stage cracking correlation, either PSP or SMT is enough for me. But in that case, I will require a C2 closure or C3 closure. This wick, oh my god, this wick was beautiful. This wick was beautiful. This one, man. It was real ideal. What time was it? 9:42. Nice. But he'll have to go for the high to get to R. Okay. Okay, that looks clean. Kind of rejecting the gap. Maybe RB is gonna trade above because it's the closest to the high compared to like CL and HO. Maybe HO also might trade above the highs. So just wait and see. Okay. All right. Let me do some. This one right there. Okay. All right. Let's just wait and see again. All what we can do right now is wait for an M15 closure. Each 15-minute candle closure is gonna give us something to work with. So for now, we get 22 seconds for the candle to close. Let's see. I think this one is closing as C. I'm not sure if it's closing as a PSP or not. It did not close as a PSP, but do we have Zashi in one stage? Yeah, we have the one stage. And again, since I'm trading aligned with the daily, aligned with the 4-hour, with the previous 4-hour candle. So now, this C2 closure is really enough for me. We got that. We get this SMG. You can also use that SMG. It looks good. So yeah, now what can we do? We don't have a gap here. That way I can trade this new intercandle CISD. So now I have to wait for that one. Let me see how 30-minute close. Hopefully we get that 2-stage. That would be really good. Come on, please. Gold, give me that. I already want the price to trade lower that way. Because this one is far away. If we get this one, this SMT, the closure above, even though the wick is gonna be a little bit big, but I don't mind. I'm gonna take it to the high. That would be beautiful. Let's see. That's why I put the alert right there. That's beautiful. Okay. You're taking trades on prop accounts or person prop? I'm trading on not a lot of accounts, but you can tell. But yeah, a good amount of accounts on prop firms. Come on, take out a low. No, come on. That's gonna be a deal breaker for me if we don't close below the low and go to the highs. That's actually a C2. But it's not clean. Yeah, there's no level here to work with. The CSD is here. So we need a new high to be formed with 2-stage. Alright, it's just the patience games now. Patience. Patient pays. So have you guys taken any trades so far? Have you guys taken any trades? How are your days going, guys? What do you guys do? Where are you guys from? Let's have a conversation while we're waiting. Where you guys are from? Alright, that's good. Come on, trade above the high. Give me that second stage. I need that second stage. If we get that second stage from the M15, by the way, That's gonna be an absolutely beautiful trade, and I can trade the C2 candle. I'm still in learning phase, starting last November. So just 3 months ago? Wow. Really good, man. Really good. India, nice, guys, nice. 3 months ago. Nice. I had some classmates from India. The culture there is really good. Did a paper trade on NQ along this morning into previous daily high from Switzerland. Oh, bro, you're in the beauty land. Damn. Switzerland. Singapore. Nice. Wow, I got people. So you traded somewhere in here. You said London did a paper trade this morning into previous daily high. Okay. Nice, bro. Switzerland. Oh, wow. I really want to go there somewhat. Singapore. Nice. I'm currently living in China, so I'm not really sure if you... I think you guys, in Singapore, you guys speak Chinese, right? 我可以说一点点中文，但是不很好。Well, my Chinese is not really good. Singapore. Nice. Nice, nice, boys. Yep, I'm Singaporean in Chinese. Nice, man. 真好. I'm trying to learn Chinese, man. I really want to speak Chinese. 真重要. And I want to visit Singapore at some point. It's really good. It's really good. Let me see some Singapore. Absolute beauty. Y'all got an airport. I think there's some sort of airport. It's really good, right? Yeah, that airport. Nice, man. And also Switzerland. My God, bro. Switzerland is absolute beauty of nature. India, Mumbai is really good too. Wow, absolute beauty. Nature here. I think also it's super clean. I think Singapore got some sort of, I think like cleanest something. Cleanest country maybe? Is it the cleanest country? Yeah, Singapore's clean rank. That's one of the worst cleanest cities and countries. Wow. Amazing. I live in China and they copied this one from Singapore. They copied it in China. If you guys know this city is Chongqing. They copied the same, but again, it's not as good as they have the same style, but I prefer the one on Singapore. Let me see if it's, yeah, it's here. It's that one. They kind of mimicked it, but it's not 100% the same, but in Singapore it's like way better, I guess. Yeah, I really want to get myself into this. I haven't given myself any deadline, or else I won't be performing well. If it's gonna take time, later. One strategy, one asset, one session. Beautiful, man. China, I want to visit there. You really should, man. I'm not Chinese, but it's really good. China's really good. Such a beautiful country. And also, like, if you go from city to city, you feel like you're in another place. You feel like you have just changed the country. Like, the building's still the same, but like the culture, it's really good. I highly advise you guys, if you guys get the chance to move outside from your country at an early age, do it. Really do it. It's clean because of the heavy fines. You should check out Garden by the Bay. Let me check that out right now. Garden by the Bay. Isn't that the airport? Oh, it's not. It looks the same. Nice, man. Ultimate Garden by the Bay, Singapore Travel Guide. Johnny Africa. Nice. Garden Bay, Singapore's iconic Arctic Wonderland featuring features. Oh, world's largest glass house. Tallest indoor waterfall. Damn. This one? Where is it? Where's the waterfall? This one is the tallest one. I think in Singapore, like you guys, like there are a lot of Chinese and also Malaysians, I guess. Is that right? Singapore. Population. No. 6 million. Wow. Foreigners, citizens. So the Singaporeans, Chinese, Malay, and Indian descent. Nationalities of multi. Yeah, Chinese and Malaysians and also Indian. Okay, I did not know it's also. Nice. Interesting, man. That's the beauty of the internet. You get to know people from all around the globe just from comfort. Yes, Indian, Malay, Chinese. Okay. Interesting. I want to really go there at some point. Let me open Brave. I really want to go there at some point. Check out Northeast India, Sikkim. Sikkim, it's mostly nature, not too much of the city vibes. Sikkim. Bro, if you give me that picture, I would tell it's Thailand, by the way. And this, I don't know, some sort of lake in America. Nice. Oh. You got, is it snowy? Is it also snowy? Images. Nice, bro. That feels like they got the Thai Indonesian vibe. I don't know. It got the Thai Indonesian vibe. It's really good, bro. I really love nature, by the way. Like, I prefer oceans over nature, but nature is really beautiful. Here you can go for like a camp with the boys. Nice, bro. Oh. Nice, man. Nice. I think, let me see. Let's see something. Pakistan. Oh, it's really big. Bay of Bengal, Arabian Sea. Maldives. Okay. Oh, some here? You guys are okay. China, India. Vietnam, Laos, Thailand, Myanmar, Burma. Okay, so the northeast, is it somewhere in here? That city, somewhere in here? That's why maybe it got the vibes from the nature, I guess. I've been, but if it's here, China here is just like, there's Tibet here and Xinjiang. Also Xinjiang is like a lot of nature, so I guess this whole part is for the nature, I guess. Hi, bro. What's up, Brilliant Inner Trades? How are you doing, buddy? How are you doing, brother? Gotta warn you, it is really hot and humid, bro. Man, I grew up in a city in Morocco. It's really hot. It's called Marrakesh. I'm not really sure if you know it. Marrakesh. That's where I grew up. And it's really hot too. Not sure if you guys know this city or not. If you guys know this city, Marrakesh, it's in Morocco. That's where I grew up. So it's really hot. So, and I also in China, I live in Chengdu. I'm not really sure if you know Chengdu, but it's really hot too in Chengdu. On the summer, oh my days, it's so hot. It's really hot and humid. Oh, okay, humid. Okay, that changes the situation. Humid. Okay. Yes, only 600 kilometers from China. 6K or 600? Let me check. 6K. Okay. So not that far. Once you get expansion, we trade above a key level. That's what you expect. Range EPA. New phase of price. Okay, we rebalanced the range. That's something good to see. First level within the range got rebalanced. So that's a good sign, by the way. Chengdu crab raw noodle is good. Bro, I've been living here for like 3 years and I've never tried this. Chengdu crab raw noodles. Wait, let me check that out. Chengdu crab raw noodle. Let me see if I don't. If I know it, just because I might not know the name. Oh no. Ah, I tried it. But like maybe 3 times. I like Hugo. Hugo. You know what? Just Hugo. Where's the Hugo? You know what? Who? Oh my god, my Chinese is so bad. The Hugo? Oh my god. That's the beauty. I'm not really sure if it's popular in Singapore or not. Yeah, it's really good. Yeah, I like the hot pot. And I like the Chengdu. Sichuan overall, like Sichuan hot pot. Sichuan hot pot, it's better. It's not that spicy for like the Chongqing. Chongqing hot pot is like really spicy. Like look, it's so spicy. I cannot take it. But like the Sichuan, it's also spicy by the way, but you can have like a middle. It's not spicy. And the sauce, the Sichuan way of doing the sauce is tasty. Chinese but yes, we got tons of Hai Di Lao here. Okay, so you're studying in China. Yep, I came here to study. I came here to do my bachelor's degree, software engineering. I already graduated last year. Now I'm just learning Chinese. I don't need to look for a job. I got my beautiful charts that are getting the job done. So now I'm just doing like trying to explore new cultures and stuff. And soon on the list, I need to go to Thailand. I want to go to a lot of countries in Asia. So hopefully I'll go there soon. This looks clean. Back to the charts. This looks really beautiful. Yeah, I really like this one. Let me see 30 minutes. We have EC2. We don't. All right, we still got 30 minutes for to close. 15 minutes, we got it, but we don't have any 2-stage. We only have this SMT. Ideally, okay, good. Let me see. I want to see that failure to manipulate. That's really what I want to see. A C2 closure with a failure to manipulate, and then I want to trade back into this level, these, or these. Oh, whoa. Let me change it to French. Mandarin is tough to learn. I suck at it even though I'm Chinese. I prefer English more. like, to be honest, it's really hard to learn. That's why I'm doing a 1 year Chinese course just to learn it. But still, it's really tough. The characters, my god, I only can write ni hao. And, yeah, that's it. Other than that, bro, I cannot. In QNES, entered the M15 fair value gap. Are you looking to long off of it? Absolutely. But I don't like how price is behaving. I don't like how price is behaving, by the way. Like, even if we get that C2, where's your closure? The closure is here. Where's the draw? Like 17 points. 45 points. The draw is like 38 points. So it's not really something that we can benefit off of. Even if we see the confirmation. The only thing is maybe we create a new low. We would have a two-stage here, and then the CISD here. So now you get space. Now this is a spaced out move. You can have your limit right there. You can target 2R right there. Because I don't take a trade if it's not giving me 2R. Even though it might be so clean, but yeah, the RR really matters to me. To keep my equity curve steady. We got a gap. Respected the gap. So now I can just trade, put my stop at the body instead of the gap. Instead of the low. So now I can just put my stop at the body. Thinking I was gonna give 2R 1.5. Let's just wait and see. My god. I'm liking oil, by the way. Also got 10 minutes for the candle to close, so I'm just gotta give it. Just gonna wait a little bit here. Okay. It's like so close to the draw, so let me just take off the PSP because it looks ugly. Okay. Yeah, we've just been chasing this. I've been chasing this gold long. Boom. Now again. Whoever traded before 10, shout out to you. Look at that swing formation with the two stage with the PSP. Oh my god, bro. Damn. I want to go back to see that beauty, man. Wow. Easy trade. Easy in and out. I would just literally target this low. I wouldn't even care about that one. I'll just target here, 2R, be out. Before 10. Like 10, here, I would be out before 10. The 1 minute bullish SMT at 9:52. Let me check. Go to 1 minute. And you said 9:52. So probably just based off the distance, it might be 9:52. This one and here. So that same level here. Like it might, but would I trade off of it? Not really, because it's just in one swing. Because most likely we had other SMTs on the way down, which did not hold. Yeah, look at that. We got an SMT here. It just caused the shallow retracement here. Caused shallow retracement and failed. So that would be the same case. Just because we traded below a level, it might just kind of retrace and then dump. So it's not really something like SMT itself is not a strong confluence. PSP itself is not really a strong confluence. Both of them is somewhat of a confluence. What's more important is the narrative. Because you might, for example, you might go to persistence swing. Let me turn on the indicator. Let's just say PSP, you might think now we're gonna go lower, just trade it higher. Maybe you were looking for this two stage off of a gap, it failed, but does the narrative support it? What's more important is the narrative. If you have the narrative correct, you can trade whatever. You can trade support and resistance, SMTs, anything will give you the confirmation. So what we should really focus on is, do we have a clean draw liquidity? Does the daily support it? Does the current 4 hour candle supports it, or the previous 4 hour candle supports it? So on and so forth. And if that's the case, then you have a beautiful trade. Now what do we have? We have an SMT with a PSB. Will I be trading back into the lows? Yes. Now I'm going to be looking to take shorts, by the way, guys. From the range high to the range low, I will try to take to rebalance the range. I'll try to rebalance the range. It's a risky move, but I'm just going to do it. By the way, guys, if you enjoyed the live stream, go ahead and give it a thumbs up. We got 2 likes, 8 viewers. Come on, let's try to push it maybe to 5. If you guys haven't liked already, it would really support the channel. Anyways, we back. Okay, got our M5. What do we got right there? We got the CISD. Okay, so again, for the next candle, so let me do something really quickly, guys. From the low to high, go M15. First M15 level is like this low. 30 minute. Wow, 6 likes. Thanks, guys. Above the target. Let's go. 20% ahead of target. Let's go. Check RTY. Let me get a check for you. RTY is always good with like NQ. Same story. It's always good with YM. Sorry, my mistake. With YM. Trigger. Bro, what? Let me see. That's beautiful. Not gonna lie, bro. RTY is like sexy. That's really good. RTY is really clean, by the way. PSP, C2 closure, open draw. Again, as I said, guys, when we have a sweep, I don't trade the level that swept. I trade what got swept. Anyway, oh, bro, put me on RTY. Bro, put me on RTY. Yeah, I think gold is just tripping. Let me go to ES really quickly. Oil, gold, silver, forex. What color is this? Skip it blue. Red. You know what? Remove this for later. Oh, all the candles aligned now, so there's no PSP. Okay, let me reevaluate the situation. So we just formed the high at 10 a.m. and also the daily high. We don't have any 2-stage tracking correlation right there. We don't have any PSPs. M15, we don't have any PSP. So we only have this one stage, which is not really the cleanest, by the way. But really, if the gap, I'm expecting the gap to fail. If it fails, at least we're gonna trade to that low. Let me take that off. Let me take that off. Take that off. Oh, now it's a PSP. Okay, good. Come on, try to keep that. YM, try to find some momentum to trade a bit higher. So that will give us the confidence to trade lower. Trading away from the high of D. From the high of day. Sorry. From the high of day. Okay, so trading away from the high of day, we have a 2-stage cracking correlation. This is the high at 10 a.m. This is the 10 a.m. candle. We have a shallow opposing round, which supports expansion on the lower time frame. We're trading against the daily, so that's why I require a 2-stage. So the PSP confirms the SMT for being invalid. Then let's wait and see what's gonna happen right there. Let me see. M5. Okay. Ideally, like first target, just want to go for that low. If I can trade to that low, if it gives me to R, that would be a beautiful move, by the way. The new invalidation level is this gap. What I want to see price trading into that gap. Let me just hide this one. Which one is it? Is it this one? Okay. Close that one. Let me take off this SMT. Okay. Let me close the precision swing point. Okay. New invalidation level is the gap. So what do we got? The gap is the new invalidation level. What do we want to see? Open high into the gap. Probably we have some sort of SMT fail. Maybe. Let's see. So let's see CL. CL traded lower too, okay. 3 minute. Nice. I would really see this as the CISD. I don't really care about this level. But yeah, let's just wait and see. So I'm interested in NQ and also CL. Now, time to. Okay, so what I want to see ideally, ideally, sweep the gap. We wick the gap and the body closes back. We have like SMT here, or maybe also wicks the high and we have SMT here. No need for SMT, I just need the sweep. It would be really beautiful. Or SMT. Because SMT is like a sweep on another asset, so. Let me check if we close this, if the candle's gonna close this at PSB. Yes, so far closing this at PSB. This one is trading higher. These are trading lower. So let's just wait and see. Let's see what's gonna happen right there. But like this is the type of candles you really want. If you really check, there are no gaps here, so it's easier for a move. Anyways, okay, so now it's confirmed. The PSB is confirmed. What do I need now? An open high. I wouldn't really trust this one because this auto block hasn't been formed off of anything. It's just like an YM. Looks really clean, by the way. Okay, YM looks clean. I might be interested in YM. Let me sign into trade over here because it's on the other tab. Let me log out here. Log out. Okay. Log in. Trading panel. Trade over 8. Log in. All right. We're back. So just logged in straight away. Because you cannot open it on 2 separate tabs. I had it here, so I want it to be here for NQ. So let's see. Okay. All right, let's go. Let's see. YM. I'm sure YM here. So the gap is the point of interest for me in that case, not the OB. I would prefer the gap, and I also like when we sweep a gap. I really love it. Or can I trade into? You can either go with this swing to that swing. EQ. I'll go with this one. If it gives me the CISD. That's if we get the CISD in the first place. Because what we might be forming now is the 2-stage. Because look at that, we have just traded below. If we're starting price, if price starts to reverse from here, then we're forming a new swing. Low, high, higher low to form a higher high. So now I'm open to both. to both options. If we see confirmation to trade lower, I'm gonna trade lower. If not, then I'm gonna just quickly change my buys and be ready to take longs. Let me see how the hourly closed. It's a C2, okay. 3-minute. Do I have a PSP or something? We do have a PSP, but we don't have a 2 stage. M15. Same story. Yeah. Let's just wait and see. Let's just wait and see. So far, there's nothing really I can do right now. If it just goes to the draw, then it is what it is. Let me see RTY. Let me see what RTY is doing. Okay. Okay, it's time now to wait. We have a draw. We have an idea. We need just the entry on the lower time frame. If it's given, that's good. If it's not given, it is what it is. We just wait for another opportunity. PSP. What does that show? The price is really reacting to that level. Have we traded higher? Yeah, probably RTY traded higher. Yeah. Okay. Let's see. What do we have? SMG. Look at that. Once you see the failure to close above, it's your sign to not take that entry. For example, we see a failure, another failure, then the closure above. Yeah, it's not really worth taking a risk. This is what we want. OB formed, same candle closes, you get the respect. Price trades lower. When kind of price fails to break multiple times, it's just like such a red flag. I think YM is gonna give weight. M15. Let me see what's going on in M15. We got a PSP. Oh my god, it's beautiful. Oh my god, are we gonna get that closure? Let's see if that candle closes above. Do we have a gap here? We don't. Trade into the draw. It's so close. So this one did not really trade above and fail. It did. No, not really. It did not trade to the level. Okay. That looks like a two-stage PSP on M15. That looks like a continuation PSP. C2 closure, and then that candle is forming the higher low, while this one is forming the lower low. So this might be like a... I'm gonna be watching this one to see if we're gonna close above. I want to be open to both. Let me see. Do we have a gap? We don't. M5. We do. M5 we do have a gap. Okay. We did get the closure on M5 by the way. But I'm just gonna wait for the M3. If we get on the M3, this might be an interesting move. But the RR is not great. So yeah, I think NQ is just gonna dump to that low. And we're just gonna miss the trade. Because there was literally nowhere here to get in. Yeah, only the 1 minute did this ISD. Okay. So far we rebalanced the range, but ideally we want to take out a level when we rebalance the range, and then we can probably, that would sink, would make them sink, because now they're out of sync. This one's trading lower, this one's trading lower, this one is trading higher. So maybe this kind of would be that level that resinks them. We'll have this SMT, and then NQ can catch up. YM can catch up because NQ is the leading asset so far in terms of trading higher. It traded the furthest away from this high, from that high. Let me check. I think same as ES. And YM is the weakest and did not trade into the high yet. Here it was already taken out, so that would make them resync. We need the key level for the assets to be resynced. That's all we need. That's an extra confluence. The failure to close to confirm a bullish order block and then trading lower now it just confirms a bearish order block. With the narrative that we got so far, this might be a good move. But let's just wait. Let's just wait. M5, M3. Is that like? Do you guys watch football? Who likes football here? Let me see. Yes, I watch it. Nice, bro. Nice, buddy. Oh, Switzerland. Do you watch Europe football? You play games or watch anime? The only one I watch is Attack on Titan. Back, I don't know, like last episode. It was like 3 years ago or something. That's the only thing I watched. Games? Nah, I stopped playing games. I play from time to time, I'm not gonna lie. But not that frequently. It's just, if somebody comes to my house, then we try to play a game or something. But mostly we play like FIFA or we play something sports related. By the way, I'm watching a football match right now. I just put it to the side. There is a good game, so. Not watching it, but just putting it there. There's a Africa Cup of Nations, AFCON, so it's going on right now, so I want to see what the other countries would do. Okay, we got the closure above. All right. I'm gonna take ES, boys. I'm gonna take ES longs. Yeah, I'm gonna take ES longs, boys. YM closed above beautifully. The M5 did end up holding. That M5, this was like, it did end up holding. This is valid to take to the highs. But what am I gonna do? I'm gonna take ES. This has got a lot of room to go to the high. So what's the narrative? M15, PSP, two-stage PSP, two-stage from a gap. So that's what I want to do. I'm trading now a C2 candle, okay? Let me prepare the risk to see, because I risk $500. I'm gonna go with one contract right there. One contract. Okay. Let's see if we're gonna get that closure above. well, I am good to go. Yeah, it is. It started rallying, but like the only issue is not given to R, so that's why. Maybe if you try to look for the retest, that could have been beautiful. Oil. Holy, 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 holy. That is interesting, actually. This swing is really clean. This swing is really clean. Bro, should I take... Nah, focus on indices. Hopefully, I won't regret missing this trade. Sorry, guys. I'm going to go quickly. See what's going on right there. 3 minutes. How the hourly closed. 3 minutes. That's your really clean trade, by the way. That's your really clean trade. To go for the lows. You know what? I'm going to look for a retest there. I'm going to go to CL. Okay, and what I'm going to do, since I'm already watching another pair. So since I'm watching another asset. Just going to go ahead and try to give it 2R right there. Just risk like $100 or something. Okay, I'm going to go with 120. If it plays out, it plays out. But I'm mostly focusing on indices. Hopefully we'll get that trigger. Get that $300. But like on the ES, I want to risk 500. Come on. It looks clean. Let's see. Now I'm going to go to NQ because I don't really care what's going to happen to that trade. That's what I'm focusing on. Come on, ES. Do something. What I'm going to do is set the alert here. Or I'm gonna hear the ring anyways. Let's see, it's still 0-0, okay. Let's see. Gold, what do we have? We do have E2 state, not really, just equal lows. Not really. You can use this 2 stage, but at equal lows. Like on silver, we traded lower, and then we formed that second stage. This is a C2, so you can now trade to the upside. But it's just equal lows, so CL is trading lower. But like CL, once it kind of expands, the momentum starts drying up, starts moving slow. Just like yesterday, I took a trade yesterday on CL. Where was it? Off of this gap, to go for the highs, and then price like keep ranging the whole day, and I closed the trade somewhere in here, just somewhere in here. I don't like how price was moving. Hopefully, it will not be the case today. Let's just watch CL since I'm gonna trade on CL. Let's just watch CL. I'm gonna set alerts. Oh wow, interesting. Let me see. Hmm. 15 minutes. Can go from that high to that high. 3 minutes. NQ seems like it still wants to rebalance the range. The problem is it's out of sync with YM, so I cannot really use the SMT. I cannot really trust the SMT. That's the only issue. But it looks good. 2R. Let's wait. Let's see which direction to go. This one. Yeah, it's just moving really slow. So the other assets are within a gap. So ideally, we don't want any asset on a triad to disrespect this gap. Since there is no gap here, so these are going to act as the new validation level for CL to trade lower. And if you inverse that gap, then yeah. But I think this is such a protected level. Looks clean. Even though like the CISD is here and the level like this is the leg, but since we got the internal sweep, it looks clean. The risk is not that high. 180, so you just let it ride. Let it do its thing. Euro USD. Oh, look at that. No trade there. It is, wow. PSP, SMT, boom. Bro, I don't know who mentioned the Forex yesterday. I guess it's Manas Das, I guess. Or Mark, I don't remember who mentioned Forex yesterday. But yeah. I'm switching to Forex. PSP, SMT, just like yesterday. Yesterday there was such a clean trade. Boom, expansion. Boom, expansion. Yeah. Such a clean move. Okay, that's what we need. The gap to hold on these assets. That way it will allow CL to expand since there's nothing really here. There's no gap. So these are going to be the catalyst for CL to move lower. Nice. If I was taking a trade on each O, once I would get that CISD, intracandle CISD, I would move my stops here. Because now we traded away from a new invalidation level. We get that closure below, so I will move my stop here. But here, if you really check, this open high, it's not really anything. Wait, why am I there? Let me go here, since it's showing that I'm in a trade. Let me remove this one. Let me just ticks. That was good. Okay. So that's what we need really to see, because here this is just a range. We're just trading within this 1009 candle. We're just trading within it. So I cannot really trade a stop. I cannot do anything right now. I can just wait. The only thing I can do is wait. Or if we get a trade above this level, then confirm the opposing candle, then I will trail my stop from that high to that low. From that high to that new high. Because that will be my new invalidation level. Okay, back to NQ. Let's let it do its thing. Oh, we got 14 viewers. Welcome everybody. Welcome. It's good to see you here. If you guys just joined the live stream, it would be really good if you guys give it a thumbs up. Let's try to make it 10 likes. The previous challenge was 5 likes. Now we're at 6. So if you guys haven't liked the live stream already, go ahead and do so. If you guys have any questions, drop them in the chat and I would be happy to answer. So yeah. We got 7 likes. Let's go. Let's see 3 more if we got them. Let's see if we're gonna get him. We got 9 viewers, so we can get like 8. Nice. We can get 2 more. Can we get 2 more? Let's see if we can get 2 more to push it to 10. So we got 13 viewers now. Beautiful. Okay, 8 likes. I might let me put it in OBS. Let me probably open CL right there. Just open CL here. Maybe keep it here. Keep CL. Keep CL here. All right. So for people that have just joined, we just took a trade right here. The 4-hour, the previous 4-hour candle closes C2. We got the open draw this level, and also you can trade back into that level again, but it is a bit far away. What ended up happening is the first 30 minutes of the 10 a.m. candle traded below the level, and now what is it showing? We formed a swing off of a gap. We formed a bearish swing that shows that this is not a failure to reverse. So now I'm just trading that failure to manipulate and trading back into that same level. So what did I just do? I waited for a C2 candle, then just looking for an M3, and we got the intra-candle changing state. That's why I had it right there. So that's really it. But ideally, what you guys want to see? You guys want to see 2 stage because we already got the reversal, but because we already got the draw hit, but the 30-minute also is doing a job. Okay, that's why we're in that trade. but it's ranging a little bit. Let's see on other ones. Oh, it shows that we're disrespecting the gap. All right, so that's for that. I see it's running. Again, this is a lower risk trade. The other fact that we don't have a lot of confluence, and also, if you guys really check the expansion that happened. So we got 2 expansions. One here and one here, so. And also the draw is met, so. Now we're just trading into that level, that same level. So let's just wait and see if we're gonna hit it or not, okay? Look at ES. Oh, ES now is trading higher. Beautiful. Finally. And YM is about to get to that draw. And YM is about to get to that draw. So I should have taken that M5 CISD. I should have taken that M5 CISD. Anyways, we still got a chance to get in on ES. The other fact that we struggled a little bit, I want a new invalidation level to be formed. Or since we got 6 minutes for that 30-minute candle to close. Oh, this is the 2-minute. Let me go to 3-minute. Since this is 24, we still got 6 minutes to close for the candle to close. So I'm just going to go ahead and wait for 6 minutes. And then I will trade the C3. This is the C2. What do we have? E2 stage, cracking correlation, and a PSP. So the PSP, the second stage. So use it as if I'm right now waiting for that PSP to close. Is this a PSP? We don't have PSP. I think on M15 is where we have the PSP, right? Yeah. So use that. Like you can actually trade this candle, but I'll just wait for the closure for now. Let's just wait for the closure. We got the SMT right there. We got the, where is it? Wait, let me go to M15. Let me see what's going on. Higher. Oh yeah, we have this one. 3-minute. We got the C2. So use it as if I'm just waiting for that C2 to close and then to get that expansion higher. But YM is about to hit that draw. Wow. That was a beautiful trade, not gonna lie. The only way for me to kind of get 2 R's to squeeze it, like look for retest right there. Let's see. Okay, beautiful. It's going well. CL beta, so hopefully we'll beta bells today. Hello, it's nice to meet you. I'm from Bangladesh and my name is Iman. My name is Yush and I always like your videos and I'm watching all videos. Thanks, buddy. Thanks, man. I know I got some when I was studying. I got some classmates from Bangladesh. There's a word but I know a few bad words. So I guess. You're welcome, brother. Welcome. Looks like something similar is going to play off on NQ 1 hour. Okay. Looks like something similar is going to play on NQ on 1 hour. I quite didn't get to your question. Oh, the C2? The C2 closure? Okay, let's see what's going on with CL. Yeah, hopefully we can get that C2. And now what we can do, now since this is C2 closure, now we can wait for, we got the OB, open low, high, kind of get that, confirm the new invalidation level, and then we can trade that C3. So let's see if it holds or not. Today my trade is a loss for NQ because I'm selling today. All what you can do, man, is just go and try to review what you did wrong. And yeah, do you trade GxT or what do you trade? And yeah, something to note, guys. What you guys can do is go to your chart, copy the link, okay, and then you give me the code. Let me see. Let me show you guys some. I know some people would know, some people would not. This. Go ahead and give me this. If you guys have a chart and you want me to take a look at it, just give me this, put it in the chat, and I can go ahead and copy it and go to see what you guys got right there. So if you guys have, for example, if you took a loss, just like you, Moonlight, if you took a loss, maybe you can just put it in chat, put that code, and then I can go ahead and take a look at your trade and see where you went wrong, etc., etc. Okay, so now it looks like we're retracing. We fell into close below, and this one is trading higher. I think probably it's not looking the best. Should I move stops to break even? That would be the trigger. By the time this, now what I'm thinking about is the following. So let me guys put you through my head. If price wants to continue lower, where will it do it from? It will take out this level, right? So what I'm thinking in my mind now, if I move stops to break even, and by the time this gets to that high, that's what I was thinking about. Okay, before I continue the idea. Okay, So what I was thinking is, if we end up trading above the high, would CL be at my break-even point? And I was trying to see if it would not be at my break-even point and each O takes out the high, then I would move it just to break-even. But now, it seems like we can probably trail stops to here. By the time kind of this one takes out the high, I don't know CL, where would it be? But I think it will respect this level. And we have another two-stage cracking correlation. We don't have anything really. We don't have anything. We're just gonna have this minor one, but it's not really relevant. Anyways. Have you ever heard about EFS? Yeah, I did. I learned a couple things from him. Not learned, but I already knew them with GxT, and he kind of made a few things for me click. EFS, but all the credit goes to Garrett, not gonna lie. All the credit goes to Garrett for putting on like such a beautiful thing. Alright, you know what? Just gonna let that trade do its thing. I'm gonna go probably just trail the stop above the high. Yeah, just like put it here. Yeah, just put it here. If it's like a loss, take a loss. It's probably, let me see how much would the loss would be. Not even like $50. It wouldn't even be, it would be like $30. Yeah, because now I'm expecting each O to take out the high and this one to get respected, so that way we can have that second stage, that SMT to hold. Anyways, that's for that. Up $40. Let me just go ahead, put it text again, text. All right, and why I'm already traded into the row, a new 30-minute candle. So now what do we want to see? Like that open high, it might take me out. For the open high to form the wick and to trade lower, probably will take me out right now. I think I'm gonna get taken out right now. Let's see. Anyways, I'm gonna go to NQ right now because NQ is more important. Wait, let's see. Let's go. Anyways, we go to NQ. Have you ever heard? Yeah. And then, sir, one stage PSP is important. Yeah, one stage not really. One stage not really. You always want to see two stage. NQ 30 minute. Yeah. Ideally, I'm seeing this is C2 closure on 30 minute. C2 closure. C2 closure. And PSP. So that's the two-stage PSP. This one closed bullish. These two closed bearish. We got that two-stage. Okay, just got taken out on CL. So I got probably like $30 loss there or something. It's not really something to be worried about. 3 minute. Let me see. ES looks really beautiful. I'm gonna take ES, boys. And I'm just gonna go to the EQ of this range. Do you guys know why I'm gonna go to the EQ of that range? Because YM already hit the draw. That's gonna be a little bit troublesome. Let's see. Let's see if the management was good or not. Let's see what we're gonna get. If you guys haven't give the live stream a thumbs up, go ahead and do so. Let's make it 10 likes. We got 8 so far. If you guys haven't give it a thumbs up, let's see if we're gonna make it 10 likes before we take that ES long. Please explain one of the best setups. I kindly request. Yes, if we once we're done with the trade, then I can go ahead and give you a breakdown, bro, from top to bottom. Yeah, YM already hit the draw, so will other assets will struggle. Let me see. GC. Will it come live? Yeah. So far, I live streamed yesterday and today. Hopefully, I can be consistent like for, I don't know, the whole year. Hopefully. Maybe not. Maybe for like a week, 2 weeks. I'm not really sure. But yeah, I will try to live stream as much as I can. And I will try to start scheduling the live stream so you guys know beforehand that I'm gonna go live or not. Is quarter tier is important? It is and it is not. I don't use it, to be honest. I don't use it. But I took, again, the PSP is from it. 2-stage PSP is from it too, so. But I don't use like the 6 hour and the 90-minute. I don't use it. Maintain our Instagram, there will be more people on Instagram. That's so true. That is so true, actually. That is. Manaz is giving W's in the chat. W. W for you, bro. Like, also yesterday, you provided some really good key insights, so thanks for that, bro. 2R. Just get it 2R. Be done. I just want my 2R. Or I want to tree back into the candles open. Let's see if we're going to get that closure or not. Let's see if I want to risk $500. How much? 3 contracts? Okay, we're going to go with 3 contracts. 3 contracts. Go with 2R. Back to the candles open. Okay. Let's see which one closes first. Oh, wow. That's another point to enter and put stops right there, but I'm not gonna do it since I already kind of mismanaged my trade, so I'm not gonna reward myself of getting another trade. I made the mistake, now it's time to learn. Let's see if it's gonna hit the draw or not. I don't think we're gonna get the NQ. I don't think we're gonna get that trade, especially with YM hit. Probably if we sweep the level, if we sweep the low, also we sweep these lows, then we can probably continue higher. Let's watch CL, see how it's gonna do. What's it gonna do? We got a gap. So probably after the closure of this candle, you can enter, put stops at the body, and then have a tighter stop. That looks okay. It looks really clean, by the way. CL looks really clean right now. Let me go and add executions. Execution marks. Thank you. The markets have been dead yesterday and today, literally. The only trade for today is like this. Actually, we did have this one, actually. Not gonna lie. This one was a good trade. And also this CL is a good trade. But like something that is really clean, it's not there. If there's a 2-stage PSP and a 2-stage SMT, can an entry be... Yeah. That's what makes the entry valid. So it's yes. I see yes. But not all the entries require a 2-stage PSP or 2-stage SMT. If you're looking for continuations and you have a swing formation, one cracking correlation, 1-stage cracking correlation is enough. All right. Now I just traded below a level. Now, give me that closure, please. Give me that closure. Give me the closure. Sorry for asking, but why was ES not valid? I left the stream for a while. It was not valid for what? For this trade? Sorry for asking, but first of all, we are here to ask and learn, so you don't have to say sorry for asking. Second thing is, about why was ES not valid? I left the stream for a while. This one, just due to the fact that first we got a huge opposing run. This doesn't support expansion. If you really want a candle that supports expansion, look at the wick. That's the only thing for me. So that's why I decided to. And also, by the time we got that closure, it was 11:24. So why not just wait for the new candle and then trade the C3 directly? Because if I want to trade the C2, ideally I want to trade it within the 10 minutes, first 10 minutes of the candle. That we can catch the expansion. If 6 minutes left for the candle to close, then I'll just wait for the new candle and trade it. Anyways, we're getting a trade right there, boys. I think I'm gonna go with the retest. I think I'm just gonna go with the retest, get my 2R really quickly. Just want to be in and out. Just want to be in and out really quickly. Oh my god. Can you please give me my trade? Oh, look at that. We don't have an intracandle CISD here, and also we don't have a gap. We only have this level, so ES is more favorable because we got the CISD right there. I'm gonna trade it below that level, so I would prefer ES over NQ right now. By the way, CL, let's see what CL is doing. Let me just take this one off. So now maybe you can take it a gap. But we got the SMG here with the gap, so we got an SMG fail. So maybe you could just take it right there. Stops should be just at the body. You don't have to put stops at the highs, and then you'll get that expansion. Should I take it? Not really. Let me just focus on one thing. What is the maximum time frame in minutes of PSP that you add for taking entry? At least if I want to use the SMT or PSP for like for a trail idea, I would require an M15 at least. M15, PSP or SMT, that would be insufficient storage. Don't remind today. My laptop is full. That's what I require. 15 minutes at least. From the F15, we're good to go. From the M15. Let me go to 3 minutes. See what happened like so far. 1, 2, 3. Nothing here too. Nothing here too. CL. Let me just go 3 minutes. Yeah, nothing really happened, guys. Just the charts have been so dead. Hopefully that wouldn't be the case for the rest of the week. Monday and Tuesday have been like really slow. Yeah, price is just ranging. I think we might just call it a day. Sir, which chart do you personally like the most? Which chart do you personally like the most? What do you mean which chart? What triad I like? In terms of tries, I like them all, to be honest. I like all the tries. That's why I trade them. That's why I kind of pick them all. But like, of course, NSC is heavy. Very, very, very good spot in my heart. Followed, I would say, by gold and then oil. Yeah. Okay. I think that might be it for me, guys. I think that might be it for me. There's nothing really here. We're just playing around. I only have these 2 stages right now. We got APS this first stage. So not really sure what's gonna happen right there. And for your question, Moonlight. Let me go back to that question where I said I'm gonna answer you later. Okay, one of the best setups. You said one of the best setups. Okay, so I'm just gonna go ahead to GU because there was a really good example yesterday. So I'm just gonna go ahead and use GU and EU, and then we can call it a day. Okay. We're gonna go to. By the way, for GU and EU, the 4-hour candle starts at 9 instead of 10. Okay. So what do we got right there? We got a C3, we got a C4. What are we expecting? We're expecting further continuation higher. You know what? I'm just gonna go with a better example. Just go with something so clean, because you know what? We're gonna continue with that example. Okay. So this is C3. This is a C4. What do we really need to see? Again, this one closed bullish. Do we still have inner draw still open? Any draw and liquidity still open? Yes. That 4-hour high, which is the current high of day, and also this high, which is the previous weekly high. Let me see if it's not previous weekly high, but Friday's high, which would be in that case previous daily high, because Monday previous is Friday. If you use it in terms of sessions, okay. If you drop down, like also for the profiling, where is 1800? It's right here, which is the 1700. If you go, this is the daily open low, high. But what's more interesting, if you go to Euro USD, what do we have? We have also this SMT, but again, this SMT is not really valid because price disrespected it like a while back. But again, can still act as an extra confluence, an extra layer of confluence. But what do we have? Most importantly, this one closed bearish, this one closed bullish, this one traded lower than the previous candle's low, this one traded higher. So what do we have now? We have the first stage, which is the SMT, and now the second stage confirmed by the PSP. Okay, so what do we got? The first stage, this is the second stage. So now we can drop down to the hourly. The last hourly candle within that 4-hour candle was a C2. What do we have also here? We have a C2 candle, but if we go to 4-hour, this one closes C2, this one closes C2. Now it's which one provides the best lower time frame entry. This one is stronger, this one is weaker, but still we have a draw to trade in EU. Also we have a draw to trade on GU. So now you just go to the hourly. What do we have? We got a C2 closure, and not only that, what do we have again? This is a PSP. This is a PSP. Probably if we go to 30-minute, it'll look better. Not really. But on the hourly, this one closed bearish, this one closed bullish, and again we got the SMT. So just like the 4-hour, the same story. The 4-hour, it's on the hourly. So now what we can do, you can just go to M5 and then take your trade. If you really check on GU, there's no level right here that would confirm the CISD, because ideally within a C2 candle, you want a CISD within the C2. But on EU, we do have that. I'm not gonna use this CISD. I'm gonna use this one. This is something I paid attention to, is that when we have low, high, low, I would just go with the highest point. I'm not gonna really go with the internal structure. Okay. So what we need to do now is just to wait for the open low to confirm the low of the C3 and then trade higher. I even still have it marked out right there. So if you really go, if we just play price, this is the 10 a.m. Again, you can use it as 10 a.m. But since it opens at the 9 a.m. the 4-hour candle, so let me just, the level, this opposing candle formed off of a gap, and this is one of my favorite models. When we sweep the gap, when we trade below the gap, but the body closes above. Next candle, are we going to confirm the CISD? Not really. Okay, next candle confirmed the CISD right there. So what you can do, either take it at market limit or market execution, or it'll take the retest. The draw is still open. Also, the draw is still open on GU. You could take it. That's it. So what do we do tonight? Like, what's the narrative? C2, we're expecting a C3, bullish C3. Do we have a 2-stage cracking correlation? We have away from the low of day. Ideally, you want to be trading away from the low of day or away from the high of day. Now we're trading away from the low of day. Trading away from the low of day. Does the profile supports this on GU? Yeah, open low, high, which supports a bullish expansion day. For here, not really, because this is the daily open. Price retraced a lot, so you don't really want to look for further expansions. You can trade back into daily open, but it's a bit risky. You can just trade back into that level. So what do we need now? The only thing we need is to confirm the low of the 10 a.m. By going to the hourly, the last hourly candle of the 6 a.m. 4-hour candle closes the C2. So now we don't have to wait for a swing to form on the 10 a.m. candle, because a swing is already formed. Now, most likely, the 10 a.m. is just going to expand. And that's really what happened. And not only that, we have a C2, a PSP, and SMT. So we got a key level. level got taken out. We have two-stage cracking correlation. That's the second step. The first step is key level. Second step, cracking correlation. Third step, swing formation. Fourth step, drawn liquidity. Fifth step, entry. So that's really what you do. I hope you got the point right there. Okay. Not too much momentum today in the market today. No news. Yeah, exactly. For forex, we gotta also watch the XY. I tried. Yeah, you can use the XY. I mean, which chart do we trade? I did that, and yours, mine. Thanks. No worries, man. You're welcome. All right. So yeah, I think that's the time for me to call it a day. Probably. Oh my god, bro. Oh my god. Oh my days. ES is just like, oh, we're not closing the stream, brother. ES is for me. Exactly. Yeah, it's just like, it seems like ES doesn't want me to close the stream, boys. I think I'm going in with that trade, boys. I think I'm going in with that trade. Not I think. No, we're going to go with that trade. We're going to take this one. Let me see the M5. We got the closure on the M5. Okay. That's, you know, I'm just gonna wait the M3. Wait for the M3. Let's see. Come on. Let's give. Come on. If you guys haven't liked the live stream already, come on. Let's give it a thumbs up. Let's give it. Let's. Oh my god. Let's make it 10 likes. I think price is gonna go. Maybe without me. I'm waiting for the M3 to close. I just want to see the M3 close, and then I'll go with that trade. Probably just somewhere in here. Get to R. Let me use projections, see what we got. -1, -2. Beautiful. Oh, the M5 already closed. Like, that's the thing. You know what? Let's just go and take it right there. Just put it a little bit lower. Put it a little bit lower for the retest. Yeah, that's it for me, guys. If it comes back, it comes back. If it doesn't come back, I'm not gonna chase it. I was gonna wait for the retest. I felt like I'm FOMOing to kind of enter, so I'm just gonna wait for the M3. Yeah, give me that clean retest. All right, come on, tag me in. No way, bro. No way. Come on. Bro, did it just hit my entry and not trigger me? So we're just gonna wait. Manifesting a winner for ES. Hopefully. Let's see. Hopefully. So in like 8 minutes I will close the live stream. Come on, bro. Give him my my god, man. Let me rewatch the stream. See if it kind of retested my entry and then traded higher. That's what happened, right? My days, bro. Anyways, I trust ES. I'll give me the entry. I'll give me the re-entry. Instead of 3 minutes, what's going on with CL? Yeah, CL is just so dead, bro. Yeah, that's what I said. When you got a gap, you don't have to kind of put your stop above. You can just put it at the body. So take an entry there, stops there. That's like, I don't know, like $30 of risk or $50 for potential. I don't know how much. Oh my days. Wait, how much am I risking? I didn't even pay attention. I think like, oh, 300. I gotta go with 500. The only thing now that I'm waiting for is the new candle. 7 minutes for the candle to open, for the new candle to open. So I'm waiting for the open, low, high, close. That's the only thing. So let's see, and we got a gap. So when the gap is there, we move our stops to the body. to the body of the candle. So let me see now if we go with, oh, so now I can go with 2 contracts. Can go with 2 contracts. Confirm. That's giving me $500 of risk. But hopefully we can trade back into it. Let's see. Okay, finally, I'm in the trade, boys. I'm in the trade. Oh, wow. It's just dying. Wow. Yeah. I think it's going to be an L. Just try to kind of count my loss right there. Let me just go with 1 and sell. That move is like aggressive. Well, you know what? Let's just hold it. I don't like how price like just dumped. How can I close it? You know what? Confirm. Just gonna put 1 stop right there. 1 right there. You know what? Let it do its thing. Don't mind. I'm new, so can I take interest by identifying my current correlation from the higher time frame to the lower time frame? No, I can first. Wait, buddy. Now I'm in a trade, so I cannot really explain. Once I'm done with that trade, we can see if we got time. I think I did go through that, bro. I did go through that for that GU and Euro trade. So it's the same. Literally, it's the same. Let's just wait and see. So yeah, 3 minutes for me to maybe. Let me see. Let me try to answer your question, because in like around 3 minutes I will try to close the live stream, because I got some things to do right now. So I can check and survive and correct correlation. Yeah, that's the idea. Is like to look for higher time frame cracks and correlation and take it to the lower time frame. That's the whole idea of the trade. You take a higher time frame crack and correlation, also a higher time frame crack and correlation, and then you go to M5 and you identify the lower candle and trade it. That's the same that we're doing right now. We got a crack and correlation, and we're taking it to the lower time frame. All right. So yeah, that might be it, guys, for me. This is the trade I'm in right now. Again, the TP, I'm just going to TP at the high. I'm just going to TP, not at that high. I'm going to TP at the high. And yeah, that's it for me, guys. Thank you so much for tuning in. And if it's a winner, I'm going to let you guys know tomorrow. If it's a loss, I think y'all will know. So again, I'm just putting my stop at the body instead of the low. Why? Because we got a gap right here. So yeah, see you guys tomorrow. One last thing, if you guys haven't give the live stream a thumbs up, I'm going to wait for for 2 minutes. So that way we can, let's see if we can make it to 10 likes. We did not manage to get 10 likes today, but let's see. Let's see if we can try to get 10 likes. And hopefully this trader is going to push higher. It's going to give us a clean push. Thank you so much. No worries, man. You're welcome. You guys are welcome. If you guys have any questions, again, tomorrow, same time. Either 9:30 or 9:45. Between 9:30 and 9:45, all right? So, yeah. See you guys. Subscribe, boss man. Thank you for saying. Thanks, buddy. Thank you guys for tuning in. it's so good to see you again, and it's so good to be back to live streaming. So yeah, thanks so much, guys, for tuning in. Love you guys, and see you tomorrow. Bye bye. Take care. All right.